Hello guys, we are now commentating the Game of Goats tournament, which is organized by Schattenspieler and sponsored by Junk's Playground, and I'm Andre Farkas and I'm streaming it together with Lukas Ramdecker. And it looks like E-Man Games won the die roll. So he's starting. And sets 2 cards face down and the monster. So no fear from the heavy stone. Okay, never mind. There's the dust shoot. Let's see what he hits. The Reaper, okay. Fortunately we can't look at the hands, but... Okay, there's a Greed. So immediately going +1. Basically ignoring the dust shoot. There's a sun gun. So the only thing that Sengen can run over is, I think, Assailant and like a Moth, but you wouldn't set the Moth, so yeah, I think that's the only thing Sangan can run over. Oh,
big shield guard.
I didn't see that coming. Okay.
No one did.
That's an interesting choice. There's the end phase duster. Power shot, okay. Probably searching, yeah, Sinister Serpent. Graceful Charity, alright. He's got the moves with Greed and Charity. That's, yeah, together with Sinister Serpent, really good. So it's probably discarding the Sinister and something else.
Probably a light monster.
Yeah. No, decoy check. There's a heavy storm. And 1 back row. So could that be Book of Moon? It's also something you don't see in every goat deck, the Book of Moon, but it was at 3, I think, in this format. There's the virus. Oh, that's
why I discard the Koji.
Yeah, that's really good. there's a delinquent, so he started with like the holy trinity with pot, charity and delinquent. That's really unfortunate for E-Man games.
Okay, now it's dark and light for Chaos Monsters.
Yeah. There is a graceful, but I don't think the graceful is that good in this situation, since you're not really plussing off of it, so... Okay. Now you're plussing off of it. So there's a greed. So they both opened their power spells. And there's a knock, okay.
Is it another big shield card now? No, it isn't.
I would say...
Magical Murky.
Yeah. I don't think... Yeah, no, he's not playing any of those. The attack comes through. That's assumingly the Dekoichi, which he added back with his assailant. Could assume it's a Dekoichi. He's discarding the Thunder Dragon, okay. It's not that good anymore without the Graceful, but if that's a face down Moth or if he has like some Chaos Monsters, I mean, it's always good. Yeah, that's the Dekoichi I said, yeah. So he's now in a really big advantage. I think he's up like 5 cards, yeah. So and a Phoenix Winging Blast. So denying E-Man games, top decking something. That's okay, that's a nerf force. So I now drew the same card as before, and he's probably okay. Oh, he's attacking. Okay, interesting. I mean, in this case, I don't think it really matters if he would have said it or normal summon, since like, the game is. I think the game is pretty much over at this point. I don't think there's a comeback. Like all the power spells are pretty much gone. So yeah, and also the Chaos Monster. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's playing it safe, yeah, banishing it. Not risking like it's Dakoretsu. So Torrential Tribute could be something which is not activated was not activated. So the attacking for 2300. It's going through, okay. So it's a duster. It's a Reaper, okay. So I don't think that's a battle trap, since I think he would have activated it on the attack before. I don't think there's a reason not to. I mean,
you can't be sure, maybe he didn't activate it on purpose.
Yeah, maybe to bait. But I mean, I don't think there's a reason to. Yeah, and okay, there's scooping up the game one. So Team G.Y.M took the first game. It was pretty even at the point where both had like the graceful and the pot, but Team G.Y.M had like the delinquent duo, so there was like one power spell more. That was like, I think, the biggest game changer. So game 2 is probably E-Man game is going to start again. I think there's a reason in GOAT format to not start. I mean,
yeah, you always want to go first in GOAT format because you still have the 6th card when you go first.
Yeah, there's like no real like disadvantage in going first. Like only like advantages going first. So what could the players side? I've seen like Lightning Vortex being sided going second against like beatdown decks, but like against, I don't know which variant they're playing, but like cards like Vortex are really good going second. Yeah, we see E-Man games going first. And summoning a Sangan in attic position and setting 2 cards. So one of them probably going to be the Chet Dust Shoot, or he's risking the Heavy Storm. And I think he's summoning the Sangan in attic to like avoid getting Nobleman of Crossart, I think. Since like I don't think there is a reason to prevent getting damage, but like losing the Sangan to knock. And the Roman is starting off with a Thunder Dragon. Will we see the Graceful coming down? No, we see a Zombira, okay. That's an interesting card. And a Delinquent. So he's starting off strong again.
Yeah, Zombira is usually played because it gets over Gravekeeper's Spy and other monsters.
Yeah, he's also getting over like
dark.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, he's also getting over like cards like Exarion or like the Power Shot. And look, on the second attack, it still has like 900 attack, so it's still really big. So let's see what he hits with Delinquent. Immoth. Not really useful if you don't have any power cards in the pre-major. attacking the Sengen. And now Zombira loses 200 attack, but yeah, as I said, it's still really big, so... And let's see what he searches with Sengen.
And the cool thing is you can flip it down with Tsukuyomi and flip it face up, and it has 21 again.
Yeah, speaking of even games searching Tsukuyomi.
Downside is that only has 500 defense, so yeah, Tsukuyomi gets over it easily.
Yeah, except if he has like battle traps. Okay, there's a Duster. Let's see what he hits Sakuretsu. So there's the Tsukuyomi. Will we see a battle trap or something else? No, okay. So he hit the right one with the Heavy Storm Duster. Oh, not the Heavy Storm Duster, excuse me, the Duster. There's a Mirror Force getting sniped. So we see a Reaper coming down. Is the effect coming through? Okay, looks like it, yeah. And he gets the Tsukuyomi, that's really good, so he can't, well, I mean, I think if you summon Tsukuyomi and book the Reaper, I don't think it gets destroyed, like, because on resolution it's already face down, I think.
That's correct, yes. Tsukuyomi doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so that
that
wasn't really like...
He basically hit the wrong card, so to say.
So he's now risking the Heavy Storm, except if he was playing like Judgment. I think Judgment was at 3, I think, in this format.
Yes.
Not sure, yeah. So he's risking the Heavy Storm if he's not playing Judgment. Okay, yeah, no, he definitely has the Solemn Judgment. I don't think there's a reason to set 4 and like risking the Heavy Storm. No Heavy Storm. Face down monster. We see a Trap Dust Shoot. And he shuffles back the Blade Knight, I think. And he passes turn. Unfortunately, we did not see the hand of Team G.Y.M, but okay, there's a face down graceful. Okay, so there's definitely like a judgment or something. So I don't think he would risk like the Heavy Storm on like graceful and all the other sets.
I think he was just avoiding the Reaper because you can use Nobleman on the monster attack with Reaper, then you lose your grace.
Yeah, that's also something. Yeah. Oh, there's a morph. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You'd rather lose like 2 Heavy Storm than 2 Reaper, that's true. So a Torrential Tribute. probably see like the graceful coming down now, or now or later if he has something like sinister or. Okay, there's a Kaiku. So what is he banishing? Some Bia and a Thunder Dragon. Okay, so there's no light in Jim's graveyard.
But right now it doesn't matter because you can summon Chaos Monsters anyway.
Yeah, but like, I guess assuming he's getting rid of Kaiku, assuming
Yeah, but that's also why you banished some Beer, so you can't use Premature Boiling.
yeah, that also, yeah. It's still like double kill with something like Exarion, but I don't think there's a reason. Okay, there's a graceful. So let's see what he's discarding. Night Ascent would be really good now to get back the Moth and basically like loop the graceful if there is no knock, or like a Blade Knight without a monster. Just discarding the Serpent and the Parshatak. Okay, there's a Sakuretsu, so I don't think there's a Dekoichi. If he would have.
Yeah, he needs to get rid of Kaiku anyway. So he can save the Dekoichi and use those 1400 to beat.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. So he's setting down 4 cards again. There's a reinforcement of the army. Yeah, that's also something. It's you can search the Zambira with it, so that's also really good. Like basically like having a searchable out. Okay, there's a Dekoichi. There's a Traptas shoot. The Moth getting shuffled back. What are his targets for Moth? Delinquent and Reinforcement. Okay, so he's attacking for 1400. The attack goes through. Will we see an end phase Duster? Another face down card. So that's definitely the Sinister Serpent risking the knock. There is a random Duster in the new one. So yeah, top decked Pot of Greed, that's really good. There is the knock coming down, okay. probably also top decked it. So that's really huge, not having access to Sinister Serpent anymore for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and he also doesn't have a free monster to defend himself now, so he has to use actual real cards.
Yeah.
Like really.
So there's a ring.
Do you see Book of Moon? No.
No Book of Moon. I don't think he plays it.
Also keep in mind, some of the cards have a new text like Sinister Serpent, so don't pay attention to the text box on Dueling Book.
Yeah, like the Sinister Serpent being once per turn on the new card text.
And Ring of Destruction also works in your turn in this format.
Yeah, and it's like you can kill your opponent with Ring of Destruction, which is like really unfair in my opinion. And also the Sinister Serpent, you can stand by face, add it back, then go Phoenix Wingwing Blast, discard it again, and then add it back one more time, since it's like it wasn't once per turn in that format. So the Blade Knight is okay. So he also got the Pot of Greed. And there's also a card we don't see in every Goat deck, which is the Mystic Swordsman level 2.
It's basically used as a searchable out to something like a Gravekeeper Spy or any flip monster.
Yeah.
Because it destroys it while face down, so you don't get a flip effect.
Yeah, also against like cards like Reaper or like Assailant.
Yes, and you can just use Book of Moon on any monster and then attack it with Mystic Swordsman.
Yeah.
That also has a second effect, but you rarely use it.
I don't think you use it like at any point.
It depends. Some people play it in level 4, but I probably wouldn't.
Because like
It's
I think
unlikely.
you have to destroy the monster by battle to get the effect through.
Yes.
And you're destroying it with like the effect, so I don't think there's ever like this situation where Mystic is destroying a monster. Like rarely. It can happen, but
Yeah, but for example, if you know it's a Sinister Serpent, you can attack it and use the effect, or if you're attacking a goat token, you can use the effect as well, but I don't think he even plays a level 4.
yeah, I don't think it's worth like that one situation where Mystic is going to attack over like a serpent or an assailant or something.
Now he has a light monster.
So the Chaos monsters are alive. Yeah, speaking of, there's a Chaos Hunter coming down. Banishing the Mystic Swordsman. There's a Snatch Steal, okay. Is there an mystical Space Typhoon or like
Another Phoenix Winged Blast.
or like a Dust Tornado would also work.
Or Book of Moon.
Yeah. So nothing of that. And he's attacking.
Maybe we'll see the Dust Tornado now.
Yeah, that would make more sense, yeah. Going Dust Tornado in the battle phase to basically waste the battle phase. And
On the other hand, if you let Snatch Steal resolve, you risk that your opponent just immediately tributes Chaos Sorcerer for something like a Monarch or Chainsaw.
yeah, that's true. So he's top decking his own Sorcerer. That's
Maybe he flips the Heavy Storm.
we see the same Sorcerer coming down again. Probably attacking, yeah. Is there a Sakuretsu? There's not, or he's choosing not to use a battle trap if he has one. And he's attacking again. We see Scapegoats, okay.
Some people actually play Scapegoat in goat format.
Yeah, it's a really good card for the Metamorph version of the deck. But the problem is you need both cards to be together, like the Metamorph and the goats. Otherwise, like the goats are just like fodder for like attacks of the opponent.
For Air Knight Parshav and if legal Exarion.
Yeah. In this case, there's no Exarion, so
you can use Metamorphosis with Sinister Serpent.
Yeah.
If it's not banished.
Or like with the Moth. So at this point, I think a ring would be enough to finish E-Man games off. If no
problem is Roland also has 2,000 life points.
Yeah, it would not. Like, I mean,
draw.
wouldn't be the ring on the sorcerer, but like on something like what's it called? Like the Blade Knight with 1,600 attack, or like all the monsters which are like between 1,500 and 1,900. So we see a knock, and that's a magical. What's it called again?
Merchant.
Magical merchant, yeah. And we see a needle sealing. Okay, interesting. And a magical breaker. Okay, so if E-Man has one battle trap and Team G.Y.M hits it, then the game is like basically over. So can he snipe? There's a Book of Moon. Okay. Okay, that's also something which would save E-Man games from getting stabbed down by the magical breaker.
But he still needs an out for it, because he can just attack with breaker now.
Yeah, like
another scapegoat, for example.
Still has to get rid of it. There's a Blade Knight risking the Torrential Tribute.
I think Torrential Tribute is already gone.
Is it?
There's a Mirror Force, maybe.
Yeah, Torrential is gone.
Both are gone. So
Torrential and Mirror Force, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that's game.
Never mind then. So Team G.Y.M wins the first round of the tournament Game of Goats, and advances to the next round. So thank you guys for tuning in on the stream or watching it on YouTube, and we'll see you guys in the next round.